Hello, friends. I am doing some kind of different thing at the beginning here. How does the audio sound? Oh, let me lower that. I'm doing some kind of different thing. I'm doing some kind of thing. All right, hang on a second. Let's see. How does the audio sound and the picture? Does it sound okay and look okay? Echo. Is the echo still there? I think I fixed it. I hope I fixed the echo. Somebody let me know. It's great. Awesome. Welcome. As you can see, we're going to be working on this really cute snowman that you guys voted for, and I am very, very prepared. I'm trying, friends. And I did something different with the audio, not the audio, with the second camera, and I'm going to be zooming in just on this, but I love to just talk to you guys. And first, Lori said my typing is horrible. Same, friend, same. I want to welcome our members. So we've got Elizabeth here. We have Sarah. Hi, Debbie. Nice to see you. It's such a beautiful day. Of course, it's not here. It's cold. Actually, it's not that cold. It's 39 degrees. Yes, Lori said, can't wait to see how to color snow. We are going to be very ambitious today. Are you guys ready for this? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready for it, because I'm ready for it. So let me show you. I'm going to switch just to the top down. Okay. And so I have our color palette. You guys know I'm a really big fan. First, Erica. Hi, Erica. Welcome. Erica is one of our members. I say our, but now you know I'm going to have to do this. I say our, but it's only me. Why do we use this term our? I don't know. So, hi, Erica. Great to see you. This is going to be super fun. So I am so prepared. So I've got 3 color cards. You do not need color cards, but honestly, I use the color cards really to get inspiration. So what I'm going to do, this is kind of the vibe for the background, except the background is going to be dark. So the background is going to be dark like this, but I like these trees. Friends, I like these trees so much. We're going to do something wild. Now, this is clearly not like my best 5-star rating of trees, but I just sketched this out really quick, kind of as a vibe for what I want. And we're going to do pastels in the background. Do you guys want to do pastels in the background? I was thinking pastels in the background, and you guys know I love polychromos, and it's also quick. We can do a quick, essentially 3-pencil blend with the polychromos. You could use any pencils that you want, but I'm very ambitious today. I'm dying to color this snowman. And so I don't want to do the pastel first because it's going to smear, but this is kind of the vibe. In my Christmas plans video, I had to rewatch it because I could not remember what I was planning. Does that happen to anyone else? I said I want to sketch in some trees. So I wasn't going to, or I was going to just do kind of vertical lines. But then I came across this color card and I was like, yes, I absolutely want to put them kind of faded off in the distance, which is kind of how I came up with this. The pastels that I'm going to be using is, I just got these for Black Friday. These are the Light Wish. Let's get this so it can actually focus. One of my friends told me to do this, and thank you. I think it was Danielle. I don't see Danielle in here yet. So these are the little Light Wish ones, and this is the first time I've ever used them, was literally to swatch this out. And then for the polychromos, this is a lot. I can't even get back anymore. So let's see. I will have all of these in the description box. I am going with an almost absurd color palette for this snowman. This is my color palette for the snowman. There is no bright red. The green shade is very, very muted, but I love it. So when we actually see this, it's almost more of like a retro Christmas vibe. Hello, Chrissy. Nice to see you here. And so we're going to just go for it. So what I'm going to do first, and I'm really glad that I spent some time today Yeah, Debbie says so prepared. Can I give myself just I'm really glad I tallied the votes yesterday. I've really been wanting to color this, but when I sat down to figure out what I'm going to do, looking at the snowman, it's almost the whole page. So thinking about how can I put a different spin on this, because I don't want it to just be, I don't know, just a typical snowman and with a red scarf or something like that. So I wanted something very different, which is why I'm going with these more retro colors. Come on, camera. Shoulder tap. Yes, I am. You know what? I really believe in patting ourselves on the back, not just me. Can I just say how happy I am that my camera's not all full of shit today like it usually is? And so I'm going to go back to top down. Okay, so I'm looking at my color palette, and my color palette for the snowman is so limited, friends. And the other thing I'm thinking about here, I do want to slip a paper behind there. What did I do with that paper? I know I have it. This is what happens, friends. I lose track of what I'm doing. I'm just going to use this one then. I'll just turn it around. Okay. I do have my pencils laid out in front of me so that I can see what's happening. And I'm not really very concerned with the pencils so much as the pastels. I'll go straight through. Oh, hi, Autumn. Autumn says hi. Glad to have you here. We're super prepared here today, Autumn. So I'm not as concerned with pressing through the paper. I probably should be. But I'm not. Debbie says, I do a lot to myself is good for mental health. And friends, this is actually one of the biggest reasons I got into coloring. I started this journey because I had my books and I was like, well, what's it like to color it? And I was never colored in my life. And so as soon as I started coloring in my books, I said, I need to get some more books. And I ended up getting all of these books and it became my life. Like, this is absolutely a lifestyle. Like, without a doubt, it's all I think about. Well, not all, but it's predominantly what I'm thinking about, what I want to be doing all the time. All right. So I'm going to start just basing in this snowman. And when I'm thinking about how to do this, I'm not so much thinking about a light source so much as making this look dimensional. Dimension to me probably means more than anything. So these are my color choices. It's so like, I don't know, not what you would imagine for a snowman. This is the colors. It says snowman snow. Okay. And I will say what I'm using as I'm using it. So I really like to go in with a middle color. That's kind of like the way that I really like to do things. So because both of this blue and this gray are kind of like a middle color, I'm going to just have them both in my hands. I don't have a photo reference for the snowman because it's a snowman, right? So I was going to say Johanna. This is certainly not Johanna. So Hanna gives us some dots to where shading can go, and we can change this around. I was actually watching Rachel Henderson's video this morning, and she said, I'm purposefully not using in that case, it was Johanna gave her. So we're going to go in with light phthalo, and that's how I say it, even if it's wrong, phthalo blue 145. And I'm thinking about, where do I want to lay some of this initial color? I'm a huge fan of erasing. Yeah, Elizabeth says, love Rachel. Rachel she's flipping awesome. I love that she uploads so much. That's one of my goals is to, yes, Skippy says, is this for Merry Christmas, God? Yes, it is. It is. This is the first page I'm coloring in this book, and I've been dying to do it. So can you guys see this okay? Kazi, hi. Kazi is here. Welcome. Kazi's also a member. Thank you, Kazi. I love having you here. And so can you guys see this okay, or do you want me to zoom in closer? I'm going to be going all over the snowman, though, so I'll have to keep moving my camera around. Let me know if you can see it okay. The other thing is I'm going to go right over that eye because that eye is going to be darker. I'm going to reserve the carrot. And I'm a really big fan of laying in color quickly is the way that I like to do it. So I know snow can be really intimidating. Awesome. Elizabeth says it looks great. Thank you. Snow can be really intimidating, but if we remove the intimidation factor that, uh-oh, how do I color snow? And instead we just look at what do we actually see? Like, what is snow? It's essentially a reflection of everything, right? Debbie is here. Hi, Debbie. It's great to have you here. And so I want to lay in just a basic coat. So I'm just going to bring you in closer just so that you could see. I essentially colored that whole face this blue color. And that's just to start. Obviously, it's not going to stay that. But I want to get it on the rest of the snowman right now so that I kind of have the same vibe for the whole thing. I thought about using my Derwents. I did just film a video using the Derwents on the tiniest little picture. I don't know why I did that. I should have went for a bigger, like something as big as this. I thought about a water medium, but at the same time, I really want to use pastels because of this effect that I want to do with these trees. For those just joining, this is not the way the trees are going to look in the end, but I was kind of trying to think, what should I put in the background? And Debbie, it wasn't the ChromaFlow, it was the ink tints. I was going to go for it. I was going to go for it and just go full on like watercolor on here. But I thought about it and I really love the look that pastels can give. And I know a lot of my friends want more tutorials on pastels. And I am so hooked on pastels, like totally hooked on them. I'm going to slide the book up. Friends, I've just finished editing 3 or 4 videos like this morning. I've been a filming, editing fool. My husband's like, are you still going to be a nurse practitioner? I'm like, yes, I'm still a nurse practitioner. I'm just so freaking inspired. And this table that I got, this lap desk, I love this thing. It makes life so much easier to just kind of get cozy with you guys. I'm going to say something that's maybe like, this might not be appropriate. I don't mean to offend anybody by this, but it's kind of like you guys are sitting on my lap. Is that weird to say? I mean, hey, this is adult coloring. Anybody who wants to call me out on something, this is adult coloring, and I reserve the right to say what I want. All right. What I mean by that is just we're kind of just cozying up, and I feel like you guys are there with me. So, did the wrong one. So I love that. I love that we can be together, even if you guys are not there. Can you show us the lap desk? I will. I'm using my kitchen counter today. I will absolutely show you that. Just not right this second. It's folded up in my office. It's really easy to unfold. You can bring the legs up, which is awesome. And it's big enough where I can fit other stuff on there. Like I could put my wine on there. I could put my pencils. It's got a tray. And I feel like I've really gotten in the vibe with my office the way it is now. But friends, I cannot wait for me to have my office. Hello, the Vanderbrooks. Yes. Snowmen. Hooray. Love me some snowmen. Me too. Hi, coloring a latte. Says, hi, lady. Glad to hear you here. Glad to have you here. Absolutely. All right, so we've just based this snowman with this Phthalo blue from Faber-Castell Polychromos 145. I'm going to do the same thing on the snow at the bottom. I am not thinking about my highlights. Maybe I should be. I do not think like that. My brain, as an oil painter, could care less about reserving highlights. It really does matter if you're doing watercolor. Honestly, I think that's why I thought about pastels instead, because pastels are pretty opaque and can go over things. I really like this color of the that I'm putting on this snowman. I am so excited to see this cutie come to life. I'm going very, very lightly. I might be holding my pencil all the way down here. I don't know why I am, frankly, because I'm doing it so light. So I definitely recommend, although see, now I got to sharpen it. I recommend holding your pencil very loosely and more sideways so that you don't dig into the paper. So this is even better if I'm doing it like this. He does look cold. Elizabeth says he looks cold. He does. And we are going to go with that cold vibe. What I want when somebody sees this picture is for them to be like, wow, it was a frigid day that day. That's the vibe I'm going for. That's the vibe I'm going for. I'm not going to worry about the hat or anything else right now. So that's the first color. Now I'm going to go in with the gray color. So let's go in. I want to go in with the second darkest color. So this is cold gray. That's fitting, isn't it? 233. Let me sharpen that too. I know, I probably should have pre-sharpened. My brain doesn't always work like that either. So now I really want to start thinking about contour. Hey, Danielle. Danielle is here. She says, hey, y'all. Hey, Tara. Nice to have you here. Pauline is here. She says, hey, everyone. We're so glad you're here. We're having fun with this cute snowman. So I've got this cold gray. And I'm going to just go sideways. And I'm kind of doing little circles. You can lean into those dots that Hanna has given us. But the most important thing here is to really think about contour. Can you see what I'm doing with my pencil? I don't want to just go straight. If we go straight down, we're gonna lose this awesome shape that she's given us. And this is just so stinking cute. I really just want to get some color on this page so that I can ensure this is the vibe I want. A lot of times I like the light to be on the left-hand side. So I think I'm going to go with that. But when we go in the background with what we're going to do, it's not going to like, I want the background to be kind of like this, but much darker. So a blend between these two. I'm going for this twilight hour. Let's see. Danielle is coloring in Wondrous Folk book, doing a Christmas page called, she said it's called Christmas Joy. I love that. I was thinking about how close Christmas is coming. And this is the first page I'm doing in this book. Like, that's unacceptable. I got to get some color on. I got to get the color on. What's everybody else working on? Are you coloring with me? Anybody working on this page? I will say, I don't know. I don't think they're here. Maybe you're here. My new friend, I think it's Stanley. That's the Instagram handle. Sent me his brass ornaments from the chat and the Sunday vibes that I put out on Sunday. If you guys missed that, that was so much fun. So much fun. I did want to say, let me pop in here and just talk to you guys for a second. Did you guys like that video? I feel like I'm getting good feedback on one hand, but then that's the only video that I've had a lot of people unsubscribe. Literally, it's like multiple people. I don't know who they are, unsubscribed. So I don't know if I was like super offensive in that video. I was drinking wine in the video. I don't know if that's upsetting to people. I don't know. But the other side of that is I'm only going to be me. So if it's not everybody's cup of tea, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like it's a fun video to do. I want you guys to let me know. So let's see. Pauline is working in Leon's Journey. I do not have that book. Do you like it? I've seen some amazing artwork from that book, and I'm thinking about buying it. Let's see. The Vanderbrook says snowmen are year-long at our place. I mean, if you like the cold, that could be great. I like the cold sometimes. Let's see. Working on a winter forest page in Winter is Here book. Lori, that is awesome. Elizabeth says they're not worth it. Loved the video. I appreciate that, because then I'm thinking, I wonder if I'm stepping on anyone's toes and coloring at the same, like doing a premiere at the same time. I don't want to offend anyone, but the other side of that, if I am not authentic, I'm not going to last here. I'm not. I don't want to have to be somebody else. It's hard enough being me. To have to be someone else. Erica says, in the other room, I'm working on the Rudolph on the facing page with Albright door. I cannot pronounce things. I know. And polychromos. I love that. The Rudolph. Oh, this. So you are working on this cutie. I love it. I can't wait to see your page. I want to see it when it's done. Pauline says she loves it. That's awesome. I don't know if I think we're talking about the video still, and I really do appreciate feedback. If you guys don't like something, please tell me. Autumn says, Leon's Journey comes out English version in a few months. Okay, I'm very excited. I'm very excited about that. Lori says, it's your channel. You're damn right it is. But I want to keep my friends here. Like, again, I don't want to be offensive, but I don't know how that video would have been offensive. Autumn, we want you to be yourself, Tara. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. That's the only way I can be. So the Vanderbrooks. I put up a video on Sunday. It's my first ever Sunday Vibes video. And that's where I kind of show weekly whips, not every whip, my weekly whips that I'm working on. And then the second half of the video, or actually the longest part of the video, is a tutorial. And I was showing how to make metal. I thought the video was really good. But apparently several people did not like it. Debbie says, Tara, I watch you because I like you. I really appreciate that. I need people to like me, because otherwise I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to pretend just to get people to subscribe or be here, because who wants a life like that? I don't. Autumn says, I want real. Thank God. That's all I can be. MLB 46352. Hi, Tara. You're my kind of jam. You're amazing. Thank you for that. What is your name? You don't have to tell me. I'm not trying to like creep you or anything. I just love to know everybody's names. Okay, so we based everything in with this. And this does not look, obviously it's just started, but the beautiful thing about polychromos, or I would say any medium at all, is that the beauty comes from layering. Let's see. Danielle says, Tara, be how real. I don't know why I can't ever read. Tara, be what real people are. Oh, okay. See, if I learned to read, that would be it. Skippy says, I like the video and I love the Tara vibes. Thank you, Skippy. Coloring a latte. Mary, I'm so sorry. I am terrible with names. I am going to do better. I promise. And thank you for being so patient with me. Okay, now I want to go in. We got to put some of this red on. You want to? So I've got these 3 colors. This is our very unorthodox Christmas colors for the scarf. I went with colors that are definitely not. Come on, focus. And these will be listed in the description box also. The Vanderbrook says she's here for layers. Yes. So I've got Cinnamon 189, Pompeii. The gold stuff is hard to read sometimes. Pompeian Red 191 and India Red 192. This is totally not, not what I would normally pick. So I'm going in with that middle value. I'm here for the layers, the Vanderbrook says. I just happen to appreciate your perspectives. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Mary says, girl, you're awesome. Thank you. You're awesome. Remember, you're a New Yorker. You're damn right I am. And sometimes people don't like me because of that. And it's tough shit. You can just move on, right? That's what I say. So I'm going to use this red color for the hat, the scarf, and the candy cane is what I want to do. And the ribbon, I'm going to make green. I'm going to throw just like a weird green in there because why not? So with this, I'm going so lightly. So lightly. I have no fear I'm going to mess anything up. I just want to get that first very basic layer down. Yep, tough. I gotta put this on there, Mary. Yep, tough shit. Oh, see, I read that a different way. I read it as in, yeah, I'm tough shit. Oh, tough shit. Now I get it. Danielle says, my mom is getting pizza tonight. I made pizza the other day. It was so good. It's gluten-free. I'm gluten-free, but I make my own dough. It's actually, oh, I got the wrong perspective. It's actually really easy to do. I love pizza. I don't get to eat it enough because I feel like it's I don't know. I do better with a lot more protein. Very simple, one layer on there. Now I'm going to reserve this part of its hat to be more white. Let's see. Oh, the Vanderbrooks. I'm a New Yorker too. Don't tell my neighbor. Oh no, I shouldn't have put this on the screen. Don't tell my neighbors though. They don't appreciate us much in the South. You know, I'm not sure exactly where in the South you are, but I do appreciate what you're saying because me living in Indiana now, it was hard. Like in the beginning, people literally, in some places where I worked, my boss, I'm a nurse practitioner, but when I was a registered nurse, my boss said, can you just like turn down the Brooklyn? You're scaring people. I'm like, what? Okay, so I have to turn down myself? What does that even mean? Mary says, I want to come over and color with you. Oh, you're in Virginia. Virginia is freaking beautiful. Virginia is beautiful. Someday, one of my plans, I have very big plans, friends. I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'm going to figure it out. I want to have a coloring retreat. Like, I'm not kidding. I want to host something in my house. You need to write a recipe book. Lori says you need to write a recipe book called Cooking in Color and have food. Oh, my goodness. I knew there was a reason why we all met. I knew there was a reason. How can I bring all of the loves that I have together? That's what I want because I love to cook. I actually am almost all the way through writing a cookbook, but it's all about, because I have all these autoimmune diseases. It's all about how to overcome autoimmune diseases. What a bit, yeah, B, yeah. Elizabeth says, what a bit itch is what I'm thinking, or maybe I'm not picking up what you're throwing down. Let's see. Mary says, yes, that's what's up in the South. People here can be so cliquey. Yeah, I don't like clicks. It's very triggering to me. One of the groups I'm in on Instagram, it's hard to keep track of everything that's going on sometimes, but they were talking about feeling, I don't know, triggered by clicks. And I do feel like that sometimes. Don't forget the wine to go with the food book. Yes, you got to have, you're not kidding, your girl. And I'm going to keep saying, if this is offensive, I don't know if you're here right now. I say your girl, and I'm not trying to say we're doing shots because somebody did comment, not in a mean way at all, but just said, I don't know if she just doesn't like I'm saying your girl. I'm not trying to say I'm your girl. It's just a figure of speech. I can only be me, friends, and I don't know how to be somebody else. Let's see. Oh, autumn is in Virginia also. Awesome. So here I'm going to think about red, 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 or red, 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 red. I want the second one to be red. So I'm going in. I miss candy canes. I haven't had a candy cane in a very long time. Yeah, I'll come to the retreat. Mary, I'm going to do this. It's going to happen one day. I know it's going to happen. I'm so here for it. Elizabeth says, you're my girl too. I really appreciate that. I mean, is it weird to say that? I mean, I feel like it is a figure of speech, but I like the figure. Debbie says, I'm going to come to the retreat too. Yes, this is going to be an all-inclusive retreat because I'm not trying to be triggering to anyone. So I went in the first coat. Now I'm going to go in with the darker color, this India red. Let's see, focus. India red 192. Does that say a 9? Yes. And I'm just looking for Where do I want this to be? I did say I want the light to be on the left, but you got to have a little bit there too. And it's almost like I'm scribbling into this book. As soon as I removed any fear about messing things up, life became better. I'll make coloring books for everyone, Danielle says. That's awesome. That's awesome. Mary says, just let those people go. If they don't like what you say, they can stop watching. Can I just say, last night when I saw this comment, it was that one, but just asking my husband, I'm like, am I just really annoying? And he said the same thing. He said, if they don't like you, they can leave. And I thought about it, and we're not going to be everyone's cup of tea. And I would rather lose those people now. I'd rather lose them now. Like if I'm not somebody's jam, see ya. See ya. There's plenty of other people out there. I'm going to just be me. I'm just going to be me. Mrs. French says, oh, Tom is amazing. Yes, Elizabeth, I freaking agree. I agree. Well, of course I agree. He's my husband. Let's see. Happy to catch you live. Mrs. French 847. Great to have you here. Let's see. Skippy says he wants to come to the retreat. Was actually thinking of a coloring cruise. Oh my word. How much fun would that be? I feel like I am here for that. That would be just so much fun. The Vanderbrooks, I'm here for the layers, but I will travel for the retreats. I love it. Okay, Mary Luna. And in Indiana too. That's awesome. We're probably so close to each other. Let's see. Your tribe will find you, Autumn says. I wouldn't worry. I told one naysayer, thank you for participating and engaging in my chat. I love that. I really love that. Mary says, can you talk about your memberships? Yes. So I've got different tiers. I've recently seen like this is a thing, and it's kind of awkward to talk about because I have heard of some like other YouTubers, people getting upset. I'm not looking to hurt anybody's feelings. My plan is to upload all the time. Like I want to upload like every day, but I don't want to burn myself out either. And so I want to have a space for people that want to go even more, get more weird with me, to get weirder. So there's different like levels of it. Like if somebody just wants to just, I don't know, kind of get their name lit up in green for the lives. I love doing lives. And when we do premieres and extra like stickers, I'm a fan of like stickers and emojis. I'm a huge emoji lover, and like badges. Like I'm all here for that myself. And then I've got like where you can get videos early, because since I'm filming so much, the plan will be like, it'll be like in the future, at least a week early, so that you can like see the must see things right away. And then if you just want more content, if you want a lot more content and to have even more of a say into what we do. And I'm thinking for the future of also having some type of a group. Maybe it would be on Instagram. Maybe it would be somewhere else. I know a lot of people are not on Instagram. Let's see. Elizabeth says, I'm from Kokomo. See, we're all like neighbors, wherever we are in the world. Mrs. French, great camera setup. I'm joining from Central Texas. I love that. I drove through Texas last year when I was going to Arizona for a retreat. It was not a coloring retreat. It was a business retreat. So it was like all serious, except I brought my mountain bike. Tom came with me and we had a great time. It was so much fun. And so I saw Texas. Mary, so do you. I'm joining because I want to see how you figure out color in the shot. All right, now it's getting hot in here. I'm not getting in the shower just because I'm taking this off. I can be so inappropriate. Sometimes I question, like, I shouldn't say the things I'm saying. It's just actually hot in my house, even though it's not. Different layers of weird. Friends, I'm very weird, and I want to do a lot more behind the scenes. I'm going to be showing this whether somebody joins my tribe or not. I'm not going to not post videos. I'm just going to post even more. There's going to be even more. Elizabeth Laporte. Laporte? I'm not sure how to say that. Welcome, Elizabeth. We're so glad you're here. Debbie says, that she started coloring. She started Instagram because of coloring. I can totally appreciate that. Mary's laughing. That makes me laugh. Autumn says you should start a Discord. I thought about that, and I know some other people do Patreon. I got my hands in a lot of things. And the most important thing that I'm doing is coloring and coloring with you guys. That means more to me than anything. Seems like you find your people here. Yeah, that's kind of like what I think. Skippy says, I would love to join a Discord group. I'm going to figure that out. I don't belong to any Discord groups. I've heard of this Discord lingo from Sarah Renee Clark, but I've not joined any. And so I don't know. I need to figure that out. So now let's do the carrot. Okay. So these are my carrot colors. So I have got, let me get you zoomed in. Let me do this so that you could see it. Let's see. I have got orange glaze 113, light chrome yellow 109, and burnt ochre 187. So just like I love to do, I'm going to go in with that middle color, which this is one of my favorite colors. I realize, look at how much shorter this one is than so much of my others. This isn't a good example because I use that one a lot too, but I know that I've got, and this is just going to get shorter. I seem to just use this one a lot. So I'm going to just put a light layer on this carrot. Just like that. And if you join my tribe, I'm forever grateful. Is that an okay thing to say? Now I'm going to go in with that burnt ochre 187. Let's see. We've got someone else in here. Hi, so nice to see you. It is HJISR HJ Israel 81. I hope it's okay I say that. Hello, everyone. Hadassah here from Texas. Hadassah, great to see you here. Lori says, oh, crap. My coloring page has so much snow using your method. Thank you. Gina is late. Gina, we're so happy to have you here. If you haven't said hi yet in the chat, we want you here. We want you here. Say hi. If people are not nice, I hear that I could throw people out. I've never done that, but I will. I'm applying this darker color just underneath. I'm not really following her lines. And this is the first layer, so I'm doing it light. So this is kind of the vibe. See that there? Let me make it big. So glad my friends told me about that. So this is kind of what the snowman and the snow look like right now. It is I've hardly put any color in. We are just getting started. Now I really want to do the green ribbon. So we're going to use permanent green olive 167 and chrome oxide green 278. Again, these are for those just joining. We're doing kind of weirder colors if you want to get weird with me on like the ribbons and stuff. Like not just the ribbons. I have a very kind of retro color palette. Purposefully, I want to do something just different. I really spent a lot of time thinking about this because I just wasn't sure. Already, I really like how these colors are going together. I how many times can I say really? Mary says, I love snowmen. I love snowmen too. I think in my coloring books, I have at least 2 or 3 versions of snow. I think it's 3. I think I have 3 versions of snowmen, and I love it. I love snowmen. Now I'm going to go in with the chrome oxide green 278. And I'm just thinking really about where I would see it to, like the shadow to be, just to give it a little bit more depth, but we are just getting started. So maybe a little bit right there. Let's see. Hadassah says, I've gotten so much inspiration to dive into my coloring without thinking of perfection from you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Like literally that means everything to me, because why do we have to like wait to do something and show it to when it's Instagram worthy? I want to show my shit. Is that weird? I want to show my shit. Let's see. And put a little bit over here. You could totally use Hannah's lines for where she's telling you to put it, but I also like to do things on my own. So that's what the ribbon looks like right now. Now, oh, this is coming. I think he's so cute. I'm so like happy that I went with this kind of a vibe. For the buttons, let's see. Skippy says, me too, Hadassah. Coloring over a line, etc. would freak me out before. Yeah, an eraser, or well, it's fine. Did you guys, if you came to that video, if you came to the live, or if you saw the first ever Sunday Vibes video, I think that's the video I talk about it in. My husband, Tom, was like, let me see what you did for your first ever members of the Studio Master level. Thank you, my Studio Masters. And for this turtle, the turtle paint, I'm going to say painting picture. And he said, you didn't even color in the lines. I'm like, dude, I was trying. I was actually trying really hard. I thought I did good. Let's see, Tara, you have something to give. People aren't ready to receive. I really do appreciate that. And that's a really good way to look at it for my mental health. Hadassah says, I've only been in the coloring community for about 6 months, but learning to have fun with it no matter how it turns out. It is your unique creation. It is the way in which I express myself, and I will not be silenced. Damn it, I will not be silenced. Okay, so for the buttons, these are the colors I'm going to use for the buttons. So 231, 273, 175, and 199. And I'm going to go in, I think I'm going to go in, I'm going to go with the brown color. So this is the Beaster? I can't read, friends. 179. And as the way I do things, I'm just doing the whole button. I don't want to have to think about what I'm doing. I'm trying to have fun here. Do the whole button over here. We got gel pens to do stuff. I've got 2 erasers here. When Karen from My Colorful Country Life was here for my first ever live stream, she's like, you really need a kneaded eraser? So I brought my kneaded eraser, and I brought my favorite eraser of all time, which is these electric erasers. This is the AFMAT one. I don't know why. I'm not a sponsor of them. I just seem to have all erasers from them. I don't know why. So with the button, I'm going to put this a little bit more on the right-hand side. I love that the buttons are all crooked like this. This is my brain right here. This is my brain. Jess, hello. We're so happy to have you here. Jess I'm always at your live streams, I feel like, but I never get there in time. And I'm going to do better because you're flipping awesome. So let's see. Mary says, I have the AFMAT. Did I even say it wrong? I think I said it wrong. Erasers too. I don't know why I can't freaking pronounce things. I swear I took English. I did well at it. Well, Tara's got books. Why would I want to buy a book from Tara? She can't even spell. I'm doing proofreading in my books, friends. Now I want to go in with the darkest color. So we're going to go in with dark sepia. Let's get you so you can see it better. Come on, camera. Catch up with what I'm doing. There we go. 175. Come whenever you can. You know what? I really appreciate that, Jess. Don't worry about being late. I always go back and watch because you are so much fun. And the books that you're doing, I don't have a lot of those books, but I want to get them. Like the pumpkin book is freaking stinking cute. Why don't I have that book? The what the hell is it called? The Christmas pumpkins, whatever it's called. Let's see. Learned the eraser trick watching your shell coloring. Oh, wow. Thank you. That really, that means so flipping much to me. Like, it means so much. Because that's all I want to do is inspire. And Mary Luna, that's your name. Jess, you're too kind. No, you're a huge inspiration. I was watching you, I was watching you in the closet. Is that a really weird thing to say? I don't mean to be so weird. Lonely Pumpkin is so much fun. I am going to get that. When I say the closet, I mean, I was coming to like live streams for people and I was too afraid to say anything, like in the very beginning. Like nobody's going to want to hear from me. Kind of like you're the outcast, the cliques, like we talk about that. And then I was like, you know what? Either I'm going to be accepted or I'm not. And so I'm just me now. In the streaming world, we call it lurking. Jess, did you just call me a lurker? That's really funny. It's lurking. Oh my goodness, that's what everybody's saying. Elizabeth, lurking. Okay, so yes, Lori says Jess is inspirational, without a doubt, without a doubt. So I'm going to use this dark sepia 175, and I'm just going to just put these eyes in. And I'm not thinking about reserving anything. I just want to get the color in the base layer of this snowman. I am so excited to do the background. I'm like super excited to do this. I'm going to use this color for the sticks. Look at this little twig arm on this guy. Let's see. Mary says, I just cleaned up my Instagram. I'm going to start posting more of my artwork. I cannot wait to see it. I know I'm following you, so I'm going to get to see it. Jess says, it's hard coming in as a newbie, but you will always be welcomed in the coloring community with open arms. You know, that's literally what I'm finding is that the coloring community is just about the sweetest and best community I've ever seen. Not that I'm a part of so many communities. Oh, I was working on the sticks. Yeah, I lost track of what I was doing and I started doing the eyebrows. Erica says, my dog's name is Pumpkin. Too many pumpkins do not make for lonely. Lurking is watching, but not necessarily commenting. I appreciate that, Jess. Adasa says, that was me in the beginning. I had to ditch the comparing shit because it was depressing. Everyone is at a different stage. You know, I really appreciate you saying that because I think one of the hardest things for me when I first started coloring is how can I color if I've been an artist for so long? Not like I was embarrassed, but that people are going to expect me to do something award winning and I'm barely, doing something is the way I felt. And I had to get over that. I had to get over it. All right, are you guys ready to do this background? I'm dying for it. Then we'll come back over the top. I can always run in my office that's not yet in. This is what I've got so far. It's just getting based in. Actually, let's get the birds in. The birds are going to be 109 and 187 and 179. Hadassah says, everyone shows so many beautiful pages that I got intimidated, had to stop watching. I really appreciate that. I actually feel like I stopped going on Instagram, but this was even as a nurse practitioner because then thinking I'm not a good enough nurse practitioner or because I cook, not that I'm a professional chef, but I'm not good enough to do that. I want to leave that in the dark. Leave it in the dark. Leave it in the past. Lori says, yes, I felt the same, Tara. I really appreciate that. Jess says, comparison is always the thief of joy. Yes, enjoy the process for yourself. I'm 51 years young, and I feel you. That is what I'm a fan of mantras. I'm really weird with a lot of things. And while I'm talking, I'm going to color these little birds. This one. I'm going to color them in the same. I'm going to start with this. Let's go with the dark chrome yellow 109. I'm going to color the whole entire bird because I'm not here to just reserve it. It's a teeny tiny bird. We can come back in and do something later if we want. I'm dying to put those trees in. Okay, let's see. What did I miss? Coloring bumblebee. I have that sign. That is so funny. I love that. That's the sign of, don't give me any shit. All right, I'm standing up now, friends. Can I also just say, isn't this the life of anyone if you're ever behind camera? I'm dressed up. This is dressed up for me. My friends are like, all you wear is spaghetti straps. Oops. I'm weird, so I'm going to show you. Some people come for the art. Some people come for the party. I'm standing on my chair. I'm wearing sweatpants. That's how this girl rolls. And I could care less. While I'm standing up, anybody that's been knowing anything that's going on with me, can I show you something really awesome? Oh, you can't see it there. I have windows. I have windows. There's plastic out there. Okay, we're good. We are good. That's what happens for me standing up. I agree with the pants. Let's see. Let's get you so that. Oh, I literally knocked this over. Okay. I'm here for whatever ends up happening. All right. We're all back. Let's make sure. You have to be cozy for coloring. Hadassah says, I'm here for the party and the art with you, Tara, because you're hilarious. I'm glad you say so. Autumn says, yay. Let's see. I definitely messed up this webcam. So let me add it to the stage. The other one. Ha ha, don't stand up. Everything will fall down. I should have asked you first, Jess. I've actually stood up before. Elizabeth says the windows look amazing. I mean, I think so. Let's see. My one camera has gotten messed up, so I'm going to remove that one, and I'm going to add it again. This is what happens around here. And, you know, friends, I'm freaking here for it. I'm freaking here for it. Let's see. Add to the stage. I'm here for it. There's no harm, no foul. I'm standing up very carefully. Very carefully. These windows, you cannot feel any cold air. My other windows, it was literally like I had no windows. It was like paper. Congrats on the windows. Yeah, it's progress. Yeah. And believe me, I've been waiting years, but I've been sleeping in the living room for almost a full year. And my mental health is shot. That's why I'm coloring, and I love it. Autumn says, love having daylight. Yeah, daylight is so important. Okay. You guys ready to do some pastels? So I have the Light Wish pastels. I've never used them. The only thing that I've done so far is put on a swatch of this. I saw this card and it inspired me. And I'm going to do something that I've said I'm never going to do, which is draw on someone else's artwork. So I am going to lift this one up just a little bit to make sure you can see what I'm doing without making anybody dizzy. So I'll do this. So hopefully I'm not making anybody dizzy. And get it lined up. Okay. All right. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to make a mess is what we're going to do. And I'm not afraid. I'm going to put this paper behind so that I can go off the page and not have fear. Jess says, I just got myself, seasonal affect. Yeah, daylight lamp. And oh my, yeah, I need one of those. I need one of those because I'm going to say it again, even though it's offensive to some people. Your girl likes light. All right, I am going to go in. I'm going to go in with this middle color. This is 104. I've got 4 colors that I'm using. Once again, I asked you earlier, Cassie says, would you consider streaming? Yes, I will absolutely do that. If you guys want to see it, I'll do it. I freaking love painting. Is one of my absolute favorite things to do. Wait until my studio is in. It's on. I literally, I got to talk to you guys, and I'm gonna hopefully not knock this over. I literally got this arm thing that is going to attach to the ceiling, because the walls are not there yet. We just had the addition built, and the arms are going to come down from the ceiling so I can adjust it anywhere. I've wanted this for years. Like, everything is coming to fruition. If it ever happens. Is it ever going to happen, friends? I don't know if it's ever going to happen. Cassie says, I would love to see it. I've seen your animal pics. They're outstanding. I really appreciate that. They do take a really long time. Like, if we think this takes a long time, that takes even longer. All right, what I'm going to do is, how many trees do we want? How many happy trees? I say that we're going to do like 3 trees. So one over here, and one over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just kind of put that Happy little tree. Yeah, that looks like shit, but this is the way it goes. I'm planning out where they're going. This one is kind of going to go off the paper. Just come on down. It's going to go right over the snowman, and I don't care because we only based it in. And I want one more, and this one, we'll make this one a little bit shorter. So these are going to be like my main ones. Then what I'm going to do, let's go in with the darker shade. This is 103. This is the way my brain works, just so that you know. So I'm going to, and I don't have any tools. I didn't think of that. I just have my fingers, and I'm not afraid to use them. So I just want to see, what is it going to look like? Oh, her paper takes pastels freaking beautifully. So just to kind of sketch in, this is a very, very rough sketch. Very, very rough. Okay. I'm not afraid. We're going to smear this. Okay. Just, what do I want in the background over there? Happy little tree there. Maybe like that. Come down like this. Evergreen trees are some of my favorites because they are so flipping forgiving. And then this one. This is when I'm painting outside. This is what I literally do. I just throw it in as fast as possible. I'm going to do this now. Like, what are you doing, Tara? You're ruining your picture. No, I'm not, because it's in there. It's in there. It's a ghost. It's an impression of what we want, and we need that impression. If we are afraid, well, leave it at that. Elizabeth says, gotta scoot, Tara. You are awesome, friend. And yes, watch the rest later. It's going to be good. I know it is, right? Of course, there's no other way it can be except good. Okay, I like that. I think I really like the 3, but now I'm thinking I want to put some more. So I'm going to just kind of think about where I want it to be. So kind of third of the way through this snowman. I like that, so that it's kind of like at the edge. And maybe another one. Let's just put one happy little one right there. And just kind of make it look like you can see stuff to the side over there. Like that. And Hanna's paper takes pastels so flippin' well. I'm going to put a little bit here. And actually, I'm going to put a little bit here like this, just to simulate trees back there. So just kind of draw some lines. If you don't have pastels, see, this happened the last time. Can you see this on there? This is where my tape was, and it's left an impression. That's very frustrating. Oh, Jess says, OMG, I suddenly heard the fairy tale of New York playing outside my house. Thought it was a super loud car blasting music, but it's a little mini Christmas parade. Oh, I love that. I love parades. Okay. Oops. Straight up. This is going to be such an awesome background. I am loving this vibe. Hello from Georgia. Let's have a PJ coloring party at Mystic Tales Farm, Georgia. Hello. Very glad to have you here. Gina says, a retreat sounds good, but I'm far away on the West Coast. Yeah, I can appreciate that. It's going to be a while. Like my house is a disaster zone. Nobody can come here right now. I mean, it's a liability. Oh, wow. Switzerland. That's flippin' awesome. Okay, I'm going to take more of this darker color, and I'm going to just do this. I'm a really big fan of the outside edges being darker than the inside to kind of draw the eye in. I love these pastels. I have the Arteza pastels. These are better, but friends, as soon as my studio is done, so many of my friends said they want a tutorial on how to make pastels. It is really easy, really inexpensive, and it's on. It's going to happen. These are as close, because I haven't tried every brand. to the ones that I made are, these are way better than the Arteza. I hate to say that, but that's my opinion right now. Said, I'm in my PJs right now. Yes, Hadassah, I love that. Lori says, I had that happen on a page once, showed where my sticky tab is. Yeah, that's very frustrating. Danielle says, likes using alcohol brush markers with my favorite pastels, oil pastels. That's awesome. Maybe a Zoom color along. I love that. I love that. I think we should do that. You know, and if you guys, we can do it sometimes. I know Danielle has been on this with me before. If you want to kind of just split a screen and we could both, now that I figured out how to do this button, you know, we could do that also. Let's see, home of Karen Dash. Yeah, I really want those pencils. I want everything. Okay. What do you think about this base layer? This is very annoying to me. It's super annoying, but I'm just going to kind of get over it. Now I'm going to go in and I'm going to just make it a little bit darker. When I'm doing trees like this, all I'm thinking about doing is building the structure instead of making it look exactly like a tree, because I'm still going to do this. We got to get that color on. But see how it shines through? Can you see how in the distance there's trees there? That's what I'm here for. Without a doubt. Put some of this in, and I'm totally going over the snowman, but we're good. I got an eraser. We're good. Draw that in. Some of them I want the tops to be starting here, and some I want off the page. Just like that. I'm going to go sideways. I like to go down, but sometimes I go sideways too. Because this color is in the background, we also need it down here. We need unity. For the down part, I'm going to go sideways. I forget who said that this looks cold. It certainly does. Let's see. A finger works great. I am from New York. We know how to use our finger. Yeah, I really, really like these pastels. I like this color. It's kind of a little greenish. I want to get soft pastels. Yeah, I think you want to get these. I am very, very impressed. Very impressed. And I'm an oil painter. So for me to like say this and choose something that is not oil based says a lot about the product. And I think it's because the ease of using it. I mean, I'm dirty right now, but it's not bad. Shocking that the snowman made of frozen water looks cold. You got me laughing over here, Jess. I've seen a lot of people make snowmen that like they're just so like, I don't know, happy looking or something. I want it to be like moody. I want like the moody vibes. Okay. These birds are going to be flipping awesome. Going into lurk mode. Need to clean up, etc. We'll watch the rest later. Trees in the background look awesome. Skippy, you're awesome. Thanks for being here. Go lurk. You guys want to lurk me? So weird. Go for it. All right. A little bit back and forth right there. Okay. Needs a little bit more here. And a little bit. I'm not finding any scratching on the paper. Like it's not scratching anything. I do have a rag. I'm somewhat prepared. It's not really going to clean my hands, but I don't care. Now I'm going to go in with the next lightest color, which is 115. And now I'm going to start thinking about a little bit more precision with what I'm doing with these trees. And it's going to be awesome when we put the snow on top of that also. And I don't want to be able to see every single branch of it. And it got on that bird, and I'm here for it. Plein air painting used to be one of my absolute favorite things to do. Slide the book down. Let's see. We're going to go. It looks like there's a trunk right here, so we're going to go with it. I'm really thinking about framing the snowman. That's really important. Something to draw your eye towards the snowman. And I'm not wiping this away right this second. This one, I'm actually going to make this one come off the page because that's going to make it really zero in even better. I hope this is coming out like you guys can see it. Like, what is she doing to Hannah's book? I am making happy little trees. Okay, I think I really want to see 3. So now I'm going to go in with that lighter color, 095, and I am going to go on top of what I've already done, kind of like that. This is very rough. Remember, this is what we see in the distance. We're not going to see every branch of this. And this color is very opaque, and it's really going to help to like pop off the page, which I really like. I'm going a little bit more thoughtfully, I'll use the word, and making smaller strokes, if you guys can see that, especially like in the middle part, so that, bye Danielle. Danielle's got to go. Thanks for being here. And this is actually the snow color because it's not going to be white, especially all the way in the distance. I have so many pages that I need to get done, and I'm going to get them done. I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get them all done, but I'm certainly going to try. I'm at least going to get them started is my plan. All right, I'm really liking that tree. Now let's move into this tree right here. And thinking about that top part of the tree, I'm doing like almost like dots. That's what Rachel was talking about on her video this morning, the pointillism. I am a huge fan of doing that in certain situations. What I did right here gives the illusion of branches without me having to do that. Jess says, I'm the same. I have so many pages left to do this year. I'm glad it's not just me. I love to start them. Like starting them is one of my most like favorite things to do. I get so like hyped up by color, and even just flipping through my books makes me so happy. I know you guys are the same. I'm not alone with that. Really liking that tree. Ah, we've got a new member. Awesome. Great to have you here. Mystic Tales Farm, Georgia. What is your name? Did you already tell me? Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you. Please tell me your name. I'll find out. It's so creepy sounding. Let's see. Jess says the final week of the month is so productive for me. Yeah, I'm working on it like 4 books. One's a cookbook. 2 of them are health related. One of them I've been working on for like 2.5 years, all about autoimmune diseases, but it's got so many references. It's kind of like, this book is going to be given out or used in schools. Not really. I don't know if that's true or not. And then I've got the coloring book I've been working on and another word search book. So I'm trying to get all that stuff done. It's not going to be done by the end of the year, but I have a lot of coloring to do also. Autumn says, I love starting pages. Yeah, starting pages is just so fun. Vicky, hi, nice to see you. This is what we're working on. We're just going to town over here with this cutie. Let's see here. I just got these trees in, this one and this one. And the thing of it is when the snowman is done, that background is just going to melt away. I am going to fix the background and I'm going to come back over it again so I don't have any fear of smudging it, because I do really like the way that this is starting to look. So I'm going to do the same thing with this. This one, it's off of the page, so I'm just going to come from the top of the page, almost like I'm drawing on the paper behind it, and little dots, especially in the middle, because snow is going to really collect there to make it look three-dimensional. Let's see. I just did that for a collab. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, Vicky. Debbie says, I love to finish a page. Yeah, I gotta like, I've gotta start finishing things. The collab was sent to Hanna. I wanted to get in on that. Was that Joe or was it Wendy? I feel like I'm always late to the party. And I have so many things I want to do. Like so many things I want to do. It's like hard to get, like there's not enough hours in the day. And the other thing is a lot of people I know say that they're bored. I don't know what it would be like to be bored because there's not enough hours in the day for me to do the things I actually want to get done. That being bored is not something I experience. Okay. We've got that based in back there. Let's see. Oh, Jazzy Doodle Wendy. Yeah, she's flipping awesome. I'm doing I did get a spot. There was somebody, I was a runner up in the Symphony of Cute Animals, but we are doing that. I'm doing a collab of that too, and it's fine. Wendy's good with it. Chrissy says, this is looking so cool. Pun intended, got to head out. Oh, we're just so glad that you're here. We're so glad you're here. You were the party. Oh, Lori, literally way too many pages in too little time. Jess said, yes, that is just so flipping true. Okay, we're going to use these colors when we come in with this over here later. But right now, what I'm going to do, I'm just randomly, I'm not giving too much thought. Hanna gave us some snow, but I'm just putting some other snow here, and I'm going over her lines a little bit. This snow I'm doing sideways, like this. And I've got some there. I got an eraser. This will come off. Good grief, I love these pastels. Okay, I'm also going to do, I don't want to make it look like trees, but I'm just going to do a little bit of this color here and there like this. Just to make it look, and I'm rubbing some of this so it doesn't look too in your face, if that makes sense. Okay, and some down here. I am going to kind of go over her lines right here. Smear it up. I like that. Kind of give that eerie vibe. Not eerie, kind of. But if we look at our reference, of course, it doesn't look like this. It's always going to be a little bit foggier towards the bottom. So I dropped it on the floor. That's fine. So I am going to come in and just kind of fog out some of this. And this is so opaque, which is good for the vibe that we're going for. Just like that. Put a little bit more here. I hope everyone is just having a fabulous day. It's always a great day when I'm doing art. Let's see. Pick up my reference photo. It's not really a reference photo. And look what I even brought in over here, this little brush. Let's let's brush my stuff away. Sweeping up over here. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where did I go? Very, very light. I'm really doing this just to get like extra stuff off. I'm going to take my cloth and I'm going to just wipe off the snowman a little bit. Just like that. Okay. Smear this right there. What do you guys think about this first layer right here? We're going to be coming over the top with pencils. Let's see. Jess says, you inspired me to get God Jewel out, and I'm doing the nameplate page. You know what? I do nameplate pages. I saw your video. I know you've got no reason for that. I'm going to start another day, not today. My fingers have so much pastel on them. They're not working on my board here. That's really funny. Let's see. Debbie says, good day. I finished a page. That's awesome. Danielle says, Amanda is doing dishes, Tara, and she will be here in a few. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome. Love the look of the pastels. I really appreciate that. Like, I think it's going to be a really cozy vibe for sure. Cassie says it's looking great. Thank you, friend. God Jewel, Merry Christmas is in the cart. Yeah, I've got a lot of, I was looking at someone else's wish list and I was like, wait, I need those in my wish list. Okay, what I'm going to do, if you guys will bear with me for about 3 minutes, I'm going to step right in there and spray this page and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys good? You hang out here for a few minutes? Will you do that for me? Let's see. I will be right back, friends. Okay, I'm back. I did spray this. This is what I used. I did about two or three coats. What did I miss here? Let's see. Oh, something about coloring halls. I love that. Coloring halls are dangerous for the wallet. Yes, they are. But I'm so here for it. They're so fun. Kaz says, yes, have to slow down. I have to slow down too. I'm probably not going to. Vicky says, ditto. Hadassah says, yeah, same. We all agree. Lori, we agree. Lean 3 Crafts. I'm waiting for one more book that I can finally do one worthy haul video. I say, why wait? We could do a whole video with one book if it's a great book. Autumn says, reminds me of charcoal days in art class. No thanks. I always was a mess. I washed my hands. It's clean. Look, my counter, I'm really not that dirty over here. And the page, it's fixed now. It's already dry. Oh, I say it's fixed, but look. It's still coming off. It's fine. I'm not worried about it. Can't believe it's the 16th and I have actually kept my word and not bought any more books. Good, more power to you. I'm not like that. I really need to. Lori says, I'm suffering from don't need it, but I want it syndrome. I love that emoji, first of all. Hadassah, that is really cool. I had to return a book today. The Amazon was bent. Oh, that stinks, Cassie. That really stinks. Let's see. Yeah, that really stinks. Yeah, Jess, need to slow down for the past 3 years. I can really appreciate that. But I just started, so I'm not looking to slow down because I just got here. All right. Now we're going to come back over and we're going to do more on the snowman. I think I'm actually going to start with his hat again. So I have those 3 colors, the India Red 192, the Cinnamon 189, and the Pompeian Red 191. And I'm going to go in with that middle value. And now I'm doing sideways. I really want to see the snowman pop off the page because we've got somewhat of a background in. It's obviously not done. Let's see. Jess said full set syndrome. It is. I feel like I have that, but I combated it when I got the small set of Derwents, and then I was upset with myself for that. Kaz says, my New Year's resolution is buy what I need, not what I want. Wow. Maybe we could like go in on that together. I gotta do better, friends. Autumn says, I feel like buying books now for me is catching up and having to set up is I feel like buying books now for me is catching up and having to get set up as I'm new. Okay, I feel that. Once I have a good overall collection, I feel like I can go into maintenance mode. Okay, Autumn, we are on the same page. I just started this journey. I'm not ready to slow down. I want more. Somebody told me they have 394 books. I forget how many books I have. It's not even like 40. I mean, I've only been coloring for 2 months, but still, I feel like I need more. I need more, but I have so many untouched books. So that's something to think about for sure. So here, I'm actually thinking I'm going to have the light come this way. Now that I'm looking at this, it looks like I want the light to shine this way. For some reason, the way I did the background. So I'm going to darken this edge. Even just doing a little bit right here. And polychromos, you got to be in it for the long haul. You're not going to get it with a one and done. I want to do the outside edge and really let this part here shine and the underneath part and down here, kind of just like that. Can you see how it's really starting to pop off from the background? I made a very moody looking scene here, but I like it. Jess says approaching 300. 300? It's scary. Wow. Only 17 books was my first 6 months of coloring. I don't have that kind of restraint. I'm watching your videos. You're telling me books to buy. I'm buying them. I mean, that's how I'm living over here is I want everything. Who's with me? Who is with me with that? And let's see. I want to get this left side bottom. And this is kind of one of those textured scarves. So I'm just putting a little bit of detail. Can you guys see this okay? Let's see if I can I get you closer? I might be able to get you a little bit closer. So bear with me. One more. Okay. Telling me to buy books. Let's see. Haha, you're telling me to buy books and I'm buying them. That's exactly, you guys are telling me to buy books. I'm doing what you say. It's your fault. Let's see. Hadass is using polys in magical worlds. Oh, I love it. I am good with the layering. I got the Prismas, but not a huge fan because of the quality. So you don't like the Prismas? Very interesting. When, I have so many colored pencils from my full-time art days, but I don't know where they are at the moment. They're like in a tote somewhere. Uh, living out of the tote for over a year is a serious thing. But I've never really been that much into pencils. It was more paint. So I didn't like the Prismas as much in the beginning because they're just so like they break so easy. But now I really like coming back over the top with it. Let's see. I started 2 months ago and already have to calm myself down with ordering. Oh, one book per artist? How? How do you limit yourself with that? Well, then again, there's a lot of artists. So that's another way to look at it. I have a few months on you, Tara, near 70 books. Okay, so Autumn has just given me permission to buy 30 more books. Did you guys hear this? I'm going to tell Tom, you said I could 30 more books. Working too. Yeah, Mary. Tuesday is my day off from the nurse practitioner job. So it's a great day to hang out, although I want to color every day anyway. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Okay, can we just highlight that for a second? Can we just highlight that? I think we should. I love it. Prismas have been breaking. I know I put it on there. Where did it go? Prismas have been breaking a lot off center. I would send them back. I would totally send them back. Hi. Hi, and is it Yana? Remind me. Yana? Or is it Jana? Yana? I can't pronounce things. I'm so bad at pronouncing, and I really have to get better. Oh, no, don't blame me. I wouldn't really, my friends. I wouldn't really blame you. I'm all for it. Give me more books to buy. It's just more inspiration. It's more joy. I get to have more joy. Let's see. A few books is a whole lot less than my husband's one bag off. I love that. And somebody said to me recently, it's a lot cheaper than therapy. And I'm not suggesting somebody not go to therapy. But for me, it really helps with my mental health. Like, I love it. Like, I'm not just doing this, I'm living it. Like, I am sitting and coloring every single day. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love filming it because then I get to like almost experience it more than once, which is really fun. Joanne, I'm late. Hey, we're just glad you're here. I love that you're here. Jess said some colorists refer to their collection as their line art museum. I flipping love that. Love that. Rhymes with banana. Yana. Yana? I hope I'm doing that right. And why do I have such a hard time? I don't know. It is therapy. I have to buy books for hubby because I love that. Kazzy, you're going to have to give me tips for how you got him into coloring because Tom is just like, oh, that's cute. Look at you coloring. But he's not like trying to color. He'll do the word searches with me. So we're doing those together. Tara, honey, that was the second order. I meant the first set back from, oh. Well, that's very upsetting. That's very upsetting. And she's talking about her Prismacolors breaking. I feel like if they're dropped, it's like a real thing. I love polys are my favorite. By far, polys are my favorite because they're so forgiving. I feel like they are. They layer beautifully. I am getting ready. I'm swatching out. I know, I'm swatching out my the Ohuhu oil pencils. Why did this die? I'll be right back, friends. Be right back. I got to change batteries over here with my husband's Milwaukee tool before it like destroys me. Give me 1 second. Let's see. Well, I'm right here. Why does it not show me? Huh. Oh, I know why. Okay. That's so funny how this gets messed up. Stop camera. Extra camera. It's like it didn't know it was there. Let's see. Extra camera. Well, that it's not seeing. So we're going to stick with this view for now. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Let's see. Kazi says alcohol markers and horror movie coloring book. Oh my goodness, that's brilliant. Horror movie coloring book. How have I not heard of this? Horror movies are some of my favorite things. Hello, Coloring View. We're so glad you're here. Jess says, polys are my favorite because I love the smooth finish. Yeah, I love them. And they last such a long time. Christmas get eaten up. Yeah, they do. They do. That's why I like to go down with the Neo Color 2s first. Dasa says, I'm considering the new Ohuhu markers, or Ohuhu pencils, but I think I went with Artex. What did I do here? I'm constantly kicking stuff underneath me. That's a problem. Let's see. Most people spell it. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Yena. Okay. Woomers. I don't have the Woomers. I've heard really good things about them. Every other pencil set I keep buying, I don't like because I just love the polys just so much. Jeanette, we're so glad you're here. Sorry I'm late wrapping presents. Well, that's fun. That's so fun. Short thing, Autumn. Thanks for coming. Let's see. Lori says, my hubby will forget if it's Bigfoot. If it's a Bigfoot, so I buy. That's funny. So you see what I'm doing here with the scarf? I'm making it so the outside edges are darker to really make this the innards so like pop. But yeah, I'm going to do a comparison showdown between the Ohuhu oil pencils and these because I would like to see that too. Like Jeanette, but Jane, like Jeanette, but Jana. The J doesn't have a Y sound. Why are things so hard for me? I'm going to get this. I will. Hi, it's Diane. Oh, Diane, hi. Yes, we're very glad to have you here, Diane. Kazi says she bought a 120 set on Black Friday. Haven't opened them. Yeah, I will say, can I tell you guys a confession? I bought those Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils, and I used them on that double-page spread in Johanna Basford's Christmas, and I sent them back. I just can't justify keeping them when I have these and I have the Prismacolors. And they don't have enough colors. I didn't like the feel of them, and I felt like with my sharpener, it was like destroying my sharpener. So I said the heck with it. Yellow. Pronounced as in yellow? Okay. I need somebody to like just tell me what I'm doing. Tell me what to do. Tell me how to talk. It's funny because sometimes I will ask like AI, like Google, to tell me something. It's not right a lot of times. It's just not. Jana. 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 Good grief. Okay. I took this phonetics when I was in high school. Like banana. Jana. Jana. I'm Tara. So why do I have such a hard time with that? I don't know. Nobody knows. Yes. Jana. Good grief. And this is recording, so I'm going to be able to reference it later when I forget, because I have problems in my mind. I'm really liking how this scarf is looking, and it's just starting. I did I'm really glad that you're laughing, my friend. Jana. I'm going to practice this later also. I'm going to keep saying it. You guys are so flippin' awesome. Would have been so much quicker to just say Jana like Tara. Yeah, I know, Jess. This is where I have problems. Jess, why didn't you say that to me? Is what I would like to know. Now look at how this candy cane is starting to pop off of that dark background. This is why I wanted to put a base layer in, even though it mostly got obliterated, it's still not, so that we can get an idea of what it's going to look like. And now coming over the pastels I did not erase, this is literally popping off the page. I am here for it. And it's the fixing of the page really made a big deal. I mean, this snowman is like, this is the spooky snowman is what I think. Off to walk the dog. You're welcome, Kazi. It's great to have you here. And yes, catch the end. I'm sure it's going to get funnier. And Jess says, to be fair, there are multiple ways of pronouncing Yana, Tara, Yana. I'm still having trouble. I'm still having trouble, friends. I'm terrible at like talking. You would think, how on earth am I talking to people all day as a nurse practitioner? I don't know. I'm going to go in with that carrot because I really want that to pop off the page. So this is the orange glaze 113 on camera. Why do I buy fancy stuff? Well, now I know why I did that, because the camera went to sleep. I'll wake it up. Where's the button? There it is. Come on, camera. All of that. 113, just so that I could show you it close up. So I'm just going right over that carrot's nose. I really like the way she drew this carrot. I like how like knobby it is. This looks like one of those organic carrots I would get at the farmer's market. I'm loving that. Now we're going to go in with the burnt ochre 187, and I'm going to just go on the bottom of it, especially out at the little tip, because that's that way. So that's going to be darker. And I'm going to put a little bit down here. And I might do a little bit on this ridge right there. I like that. It's making it carrot look like it's popping off from the background. And right on the bottom. And I might actually go in some of these little ridges too. I'm liking that. Let's go in. Let's see. Pick a color, any color. Let's go with the dark sepia 175. And I'm going to really get these eyes to pop. And it's going to be fun. I do have gel pens in front of me. I'm so organized. You know what else I have in front of me? I have yet to use this. I don't even know how to use it, but it's here just in case. Like I am ready for it. Do these. Can come back over later and help it to pop out. These are cute little eyebrows too. I'm going to use this color on the buttons, and I was doing it this side, but I kind of like that I was doing it the right side because I feel like the scarf is going to hide it a little bit. Lane 3 crafts, LOL. Thought you were going to say a dry red. I'm out. I need a dry red, friends. I am flipping out. I got to go to the store later. That's what I need to do. So let's see. Get this to do what I want it to do. I'm over here trying to get this other. And it's not listening to me. I will let it turn off until I decide. You guys are like, what the hell is she doing over there? I'm trying to get my second camera. Everything went haywire because I let battery die. As I didn't let it die. That's in the Milwaukee battery tool thing that my husband. It's my husband's. What the hell am I trying to say? Let's see. I figured it out. So I have this Milwaukee tool. It's like it literally is like a battery, a lithium battery. And he uses it to charge his tools. He's like a spokesperson, except he's not, from Milwaukee. And I started using this and I love it because it can charge, it can do so many different things, but you have to stay up on the battery, on these 18-volt batteries. So that's what I was doing. Hadassah says, no dry red, but friends, I have like sweet wine, but I don't want sweet wine. I want a nice dry red is what I want. Okay. So I'm going to leave the top part of this button. I like that. And I'm going to do this. I also reserve the right to do whatever I want. Whatever feels good in the moment. I will say one of the things that I think can be, I don't want to use the word mistake because I don't necessarily think it's a mistake, is having to think the light always has to be like wherever the light source is, everything has to be exactly the same because in life it's not like that. Our eyes don't see like that. So I like to go by what looks good, if that makes sense. Gonna go a little bit darker in the eyes, and this is not black. This is just a gray color. I'm gonna go over this little twig arm of this grandpa snowman. Wow, look at how it just pops off. It's popping off. And get this one over here. I am really vibing how this snowman is looking. If I do say so myself. Okay, and now let's get that green in a little bit more. Jess says, I'm terrible at accurate light sources. I shade by vibes. We're flippin' twins. So these are my scarf colors, 167 and 278. So I'm going to use this lighter one and just color this whole scarf again with it, with little circles. I will say, since I started fixing pages, meaning with the fixative, pencils work so nice over them. So sometimes I'm spraying a fixative and I haven't even done anything. I just like it for the tooth. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced that. Definitely like that green. I'm going in with the Chrome Oxide Green 278. Hadassah says, my light source is terrible and sometimes non-existent. It's looking really great, Tara. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. Thank you. I already know it's going to come out, right? Because we have to believe. We have to believe in ourselves. Back when I first started painting, I started doing commissions, and I actually started working at Michael's. Like the Michael's is a arts and crafts store in this. I live in Indiana, so in the States. And I went up to them and I said, can I teach painting classes here? They didn't even like audition me or anything. They were like, sure. So I brought my paintings and hung them up there. I didn't even know how to paint. I sucked. I was really bad at it, but I said, I'm going to learn how to do it, and I'm not going to be afraid. That's kind of how I am in life. My husband says, you jump before you're ready. That's exactly how I am. So that's the little ribbon so far. So now let's get to work on the snowman himself again. And I think I want to go in. I want to go in with this blue color, the light phthalo blue, 145. Man, I love the fine point that you can get. And I want to, this is going to really help with the blue that we have in the background for unification. And as I'm putting this in, I'm thinking about the fact that it's round. That's probably the most important thing on this snowman, more than the color that we choose, is getting it to look like it's round. Wow, that's courageous. Yeah. Oh, maybe about the Michaels. Yeah. Or maybe it's about this blue shade. Both could be considered. Yeah. When I did that and I was working and I was doing these classes at Michael's, I was like, man, I got to learn how to do this. If I'm going to be teaching classes there, I actually have to be good at this. I did one painting every single day. They were not award winners, friends. They were definitely not award winners, but I committed to doing it. I started off painting in my living room when my youngest son was just born, and he's 27. So I started off then, and then I started painting in the kitchen. I got to talk to you guys. I'm painting in the kitchen, and this was a relatively, we had the house built when I was pregnant, and it was actually cheaper than buying a house, was doing that. And so when I started painting in the kitchen, I am super freaking clumsy. Just like I knocked my setup over earlier, I'm super clumsy. So I accidentally I put my palette down on the seat and I sat on it. So that's the first thing. Don't do that. Second thing is I dropped it on the floor face down. And you cannot get oil paint off of linoleum. I had linoleum on that floor. It wasn't this house. This is a different marriage. And I ruined my floor early on into my painting. And, you know, thank goodness my ex-husband didn't care. But then I built a studio in my garage. I actually built a room. It was awesome. My ex-father-in-law and I built this room so we couldn't park in there because it was a 2-car garage. We could have, but it was like we had a lot of shit in this room in the garage. I loved having a studio. It was a game changer for me, and that's why I've been so restricted for about 8 years where I'm living now with Tom, my husband, because I don't have a space. I have my easel in my office. Everything's just crowded, but it's coming, friends. It's coming. My room is going to be 3 times the size of my office right now. It's huge. I can't wait. I'm going to show you all of it. We're going to have sneak peeks and whatever. A retreat someday. So I'm paying a lot of attention here to underneath this area and the outside edges because I want the center. I really like the center of things to pop, like to be the brightest. And you got to get the base of the snowman so that it looks round. So even if I just do this, which sometimes I do, but it's got little nooks and crannies in the snow too. Get this top corner. I want this to almost be a hard edge. Making this a hard edge is going to help to pull it off of the background. Can you see that? I hope it's coming out. I hope you can see it. And I'm going to have to go a lot darker. I'll actually do that now. So I am going to go in with the Cold Gray 233. This may not be dark enough, but we're going to do it. You don't want to do it, just do it. And I really want to get that edge. I want to say I'm going in with medium pressure, but I'm not digging. My pencil is sideways. And I'm really thinking about this shape right here. That's a little too rough right there, but I'm going to smooth it out. And right over here, and down there. Really want to lay in right there. I'm already liking that better. Put some right here. And I don't want it to be straight. I like thinking about making it softer, rounder to kind of go with the shape of the scarf. This corner right here. Thinking about making like this part here is going to be higher up, so it'll be brighter. We can always come in with our eraser. Wow, I'm really liking that. Hang on a second. Right under here is going to be another hard edge. And I want this to be softer as it comes out, but a hard edge right there to really make this snowman dimensional. Right over here. Can you see how just adding that little triangle right there is making this area here look like it's rounder? I need to do the same thing down here. Hanna doesn't have dots here, and I don't care because I know this right here is going to be darker. Doesn't mean I wouldn't make that darker too, but I need to put another little triangle right there. So this, it's almost like this. Some people, like my snowmen that I've done so far, are more, they don't have these crevices like this. I really like the way that she did this. And down over here, this gray color is a very good addition. I'm going to need black too. We are going to use black. Okay, you see how that right there is really starting to curve it? Put a little bit there. Tom is off for, I think, the next week or something, thank goodness, because he's got a lot of work to do here. I can't wait for my new desk. Like my desk is, I think, it's not built yet. He's got to make it. But I got one of those deskies. The desk I have right now in my office is from Amazon, and it's like not even, it's like 2.5 feet wide, and I'm trying to do a lot on there. I'm not doing my art on there. I have my easel for that, or I'm using my kitchen counter or my new lap desk. But it's hard to fit like my monitor and everything else for my work. So I'm going from this teeny tiny desk to a 6-foot like desk. I cannot wait. So I have this desky, but it's like in a box. It's like, can I put it together? I want to start using it. All right, and down over here. How are you guys doing, friends? Are you still here? Did I bore you to tears with this snowman? I think it's so stinking cute. Actually going to step back from it. This is one of my favorite things to do. I love that. Jess says, busy coloring away. That's perfect. I love that. That actually makes me very happy because that's what I do with you guys. That's what I do. Lori says, still here. Still here. That's awesome. You guys are flipping awesome. So I like to like sit back from it and look, and I am loving the dimensions that I'm getting right here. I didn't do it up there. Busy with a sticker scene. Okay, so who are you? Jay Sherlink? Is that how you say? The snowman is looking great. What is your name? I'm staring at your text. Who are you? Hopefully I'm not too weird. I can't help it if I am. Lean 3 Crafts busy with the sticker scene. Do you know that there is a National Sticker Day? It's in January, I think, sometime. Jean, that's my middle name. Awesome. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. You guys are flipping awesome. So can you see the difference with the bottom part? It's not done. So it's super, it's like exaggerated, but we do want it exaggerated. I didn't do the gray up here, and look at the difference. This is really the vibe I'm going for. So I'm going to just put this a hard edge also. I just love coloring. I literally dream of it. Coloring with Lori. Hi. Hi. Nice to see you. Hello, friend. Very glad that you're here. Okay. So, yeah, I have dreams that I'm coloring. That's how into it I am. I'm like totally into it. I love it. I'm thinking about what I'm going to color later. I just filmed, what did I film? I did my Derwent swatching, and I did a little scene in that. So that's already, the video's already edited. I just got to do something with it. Every time, Jess says, every time I leave the house, I think, when can I get home and color? Oh my goodness, friend, we are flipping twins. Flipping twins. That's like my life. I'm thinking about when can I color? And thank goodness my husband's like all like, do whatever, because I'm going to do it anyway. So yeah, I finished the Derwent thing. I colored a little thing in Small Victories, which is like probably my most colored in book. What other book was I working on? Oh, I started the owl for the buddy color, and I filmed it, and I just laid in the alcohol markers. I think it looks great. I'm going to come over the top with Prismacolors, I think, with that one. And I'm trying to decide if I want to put that video out before I finish it, because it's not going to look as good. It's not going to look as good without, with just the alcohol marker layer. I know how good it's going to look when it's done, but somebody else might be like, I don't want to watch this. Is this any good? I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned if I actually do it. I'm going to do it, but just depends on when. And I've got a book flip through that's been loading for like hours. Do you know my videos are 80 gigabytes? 80, that's a lot. Jeanette says, I still love your approach to coloring. You have a really good imagination to see how you want it to be. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me because I don't think I'm very creative. Interestingly, I feel like I don't have a lot of creativity, and I feel, if I'm being honest, I feel a lot of pressure sometimes because I'm watching you guys and other colorists and you're so flippin' awesome. And I'm like, I can paint, but I don't know about some stuff. And I have to leave that fear that I have at the door. And I grab my color cards, which actually helps me. I'm looking at my supplies. I'm dreaming. I'm looking at the page like, what do I want to do? Not what do I think will look good? What's the vibe I'm going for? And I just leave the fear behind. Coloring with Lori says, loving the picture. The background is great. Thank you. I'm really like in love with it. And I wasn't going to do it. I was nervous to do it because what if I'm not going to do a good enough job? I know how to do it, but can I do it in a coloring book? I've never done it in a coloring book, but the hell with it. Honestly, I feel the exact same way. That's really, thank you. That means a lot to me because you're like, I saw your 6,000 subscribers award, and I'm like, you're like my hero. You're flipping awesome. Plus, you're super nice, so that helps. Let's see, Jeanette, did you sort? To just be in there. All right. we're good until it says my other thing's going to die, but it's fine. I'm not afraid. So what was the, did I miss a question? Did you sort out the background on the last live? I missed the beginning. Did you show it? I do show it. I go through the entire background on this. You can rewind. You can rewind it or wait until this is over and then go back and watch it. I planned it. I planned the background before this live, but I didn't do it until we were here. So I'm going to show you how to do all of this. I reveal all of my secrets. I don't have secrets, friends. I'm going to use this same gray color and just, I didn't do the blue down here because I forgot. I really want to make this moody. Yes, Jeanette, rewind. Sometimes I don't get to lives on time. So a lot of times what I do when I get to the live, I want to be there for the live so that I'm communicating in real time. But then I'll go back and watch it. Sometimes I miss the live altogether and I'm so mad at myself and I'm like, can I not get my shit together? Wow, I love freaking painting. And I consider what we do to be painting. You know how many times people say to me that they're not artists, they just color? It's like, you know what? You're bringing somebody's lines to life. That is art. That's art. Not to be intimidated by it. Snap, just what I do. Love it. Love it. I'm going to go in with the light phthalo blue 145, and I'm going to add that color down here. I know one thing. I'm buying some more cords. And when I buy the cords, I'm buying another book. Friends, do you believe in dopamine shopping? When I get depressed, I shop. I'm not much of an eater when I'm depressed. I actually don't want to eat. Like when I'm super stressed out, I don't want to eat. I want to buy things. And I want to buy books. I want to buy books. I probably care more about buying books than buying more supplies. I have so many supplies. That being said, I'm probably going to buy more supplies. Let's see. I forget about lives all the time. Yeah, menopause, brain fog. Yeah, I'm perimenopausal, but who knows? Because you don't want to hear my long story. But I had like a procedure where you don't know, right? But because I do what I do, I can check these things with more detailed testing. And I'm not menopausal yet, but I'm flipping out of my mind. So there's that. Yes, yes. OMG, online shopping is a serotonin boost. I need all the help I can get. I have some really incriminating genes. We all do. I'm a huge nerd, friends. I don't want to bore you with it. I do a lot of genetics testing in my practice, and I've tested myself and my husband, and it's a real thing. And I have some significant mood genes. Of course, I'm going to blame my parents because they're the ones that gave it to me. Hadassah says, same. I shop. Go on there. It's because I have stuff on my fingers. Same, I shop instead of eating. Yeah, I just want to, I buy things. You know what happens? I forget I buy it. Then a package comes and Tom's like, did you buy more stuff? I'm like, no, this is just our smoothie stuff. Because I'm huge into smoothies. And I do all this like subscribe and save. And I'm like, yeah, that's like the hemp hearts, the chia seeds. And he's looking at me because then he goes in my office and he's like, what's all this? I'm like, would you get out of my office? I'm working. He's actually super cool. But then I see all the shit I bought and I'm like, fuck. Can I say that? Why not? It's my show. Jess, I heard you say it, so I can say it. Jana, I had to say banana so I would know how to say it. Thank you for teaching me. Right there with you, I shop way too much. Yeah, so I sent stuff back then. Is that wrong? I don't know. I'll get it. A lot of times I don't even open. I'm like, what the hell did I do? What did I do? I think with the online shop I've done today, I've got all the presents. That's awesome. I love that. My pleasure. You're awesome. You're awesome, friends. I haven't been done in for language. Okay. Now on my biking YouTube channel, I haven't posted on there in a while. All I do is swear. We're all just swearing like crazy. But that's kind of like the mountain biking scene a lot of times. I'm totally stereotyping it, but it's so like big with guys. But on my cooking channel, I don't curse. I drink. I'm drinking all the time, friends. What do you think about this vibe so far? I've got the snow based in. It looks so dark on here. It's totally a vibe. Oh, let me get another layer on those birds. So I'm doing them basically with like yellow and orange. So dark chromium yellow 109 and orange glaze 113. And I'm going to go in with a lighter color now. And if I don't like, if I'm not getting enough, what I can do, thank you. Jeanette says that snow is awesome. It's going to, like, this is going to be so fabulous. And if you guys really want to see how I paint, I'm here for that. So I'm not afraid. Now, I will say this is dirty because I was working on something else. So let's just clean that off. Okay, I'm going to just do its head. And I always go outside the lines, damn it. It's fine. Look. Fixed it. Just, I want to get it brighter. Okay, I like that. I'm going to go in with that dark chrome yellow 109, and I'm going to just put its head in. I'm just going to put this on the whole top of the bird. Oh, wow, that's going to pop. Pop, pop, pop off the page. Loving that. While I have this color, I'm going to just do a light layer over the top of the carrot. It's not really coming in. So you know what I'm going to do? Can you guess? I'm going to use my handy dandy eraser. And I'm not trying to get a straight line. There we go. Oh, I like that. That actually looks good like that. But I'm going to go over that with this yellow color with little circles. The other thing is I can always come over the top with Prismacolors if I want, because I'm going to sweep, sweep, sweep. Because I know that they beautifully over 118. And I'm going to put this on the bottom part of the chest of the birds and on its wing. I'm not thinking, and on the top of its head as I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, I think I want to put some there. And I'm going to put it on its bottom feathers. I am not using a reference photo for these birds because they're just in my mind. So far, that's what the birds look like. Not very realistic, but I don't care because it's cute. Because I want to see it pop. I'm going to go in black, 199. And I'm going to just put its teeny tiny, boy, you almost need a magnifying glass for this. Magnifying glass. Put its eyes. I think I'm going to make its beaks black. I'm vibing that. Oh, yeah. And its claws, well, I want to make them black. I think I do. It's kind of giving off Halloween vibes, but I don't care. Just says, it took me 3 years of coloring to get an electric eraser, and OMG, how did I function with that one before? I know, right? I know. Let's see. Yana says, what kind of Canon camera are you using? This is, what is it? The R8. I don't use this for all of my videos because it's just not as easy to use to move around. My other camera, this is the Canon R8. The one that I'm using that's looking at me is the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's probably one of my favorite cameras. It also does 4K because I always shoot in 4K. I use that for cooking. I have two of the DJI Pocket 3s, not because I'm wasteful, because with my cooking channel, just like how we're showing two cameras here, I'm a really big fan of two cameras. I think it kind of really is awesome. It makes my life easy because then my editing software, I can overlay everything and just switch between the different camera angles, and I really like that. So I love this camera is the one, the Canon camera is the one I'm predominantly using for my podcast, my nurse practitioner podcast, and I have guests on because I have a lens on this that is phenomenal for blurring out the background, so it just looks super professional. It does a great job with this, so maybe I should start using it more. Let's see. Chrissy says, I'm back. Awesome. We're glad to have you. Yeah, I think it's really like fast. I think this is a quick win. It's not done, but it'll be a quick win. Hanna says, I have an R6 Mark II. That's awesome. That's a great camera. I have a lot of Canon cameras because I've been photographing wildlife and animals for for 30 years, but digitally 20. So I have all the models and I never got rid of them. So I have a lot, but the lens is super important. The lens for wildlife. So I have really great lenses, but this is the first full frame camera that I've had. The other ones are like the smaller sensor. And this is, it's a great camera. You want the DJI. I love it. I recommend if you get the creator combo, because then you get the battery adapter. It never runs out. Like the battery adapter is freaking awesome. Jess has a phone. You know what? A phone is great. A phone is great. I'm not using my phone because you probably have an iPhone. My phone, it just gets too hot. And the way that the autofocus is, it just doesn't work that great. We're twins. Yana loves photographing wildlife. It is literally one of my favorite things to do. In a past life, when all I did was art, that's all I did. Every Thursday was the day that my friend Bonnie and I would go out and we would photograph things. On average, I took over 3,000 photos in that day. This is when I switched to digital. When I was shooting slide film, it was significantly less because I had to pay for all of it. Let's see, Terry Lou, if I'm saying that right, Canon is a good camera. It is. It's a great camera. So yes, I was taking so many photos that the sensor, it broke. Not the sensor, the shutter. I had the camera for like 1 month. I took 5,000 pictures or 10,000 pictures. Canon said to me, you're taking too many pictures. I'm like, are you flipping kidding me? Isn't that what you want me to do? So they did fix it. I always recommend getting extended warranties because I also drop a lot of things. Just said my old phone got too hot, did an early upgrade as the quality of my videos was driving me crazy. Oh, a Google Pixel. Your stuff looks phenomenal. Your phone's great. That's great. I'm going to go in. I want to get this scarf looking a lot darker. So I'm going to do the Pompeian Red 191. Just said I could upgrade to a proper camera, but I love the ease of recording, editing, and uploading. Yeah, I would say I used to do all of my editing on my phone. I used KineMaster, so it was really easy. Then I was doing editing on my tablet. Since I switched to DaVinci Resolve, it's a game changer, but I had to get another computer. So my youngest son is a web developer, and he builds computers. So he found me this computer. I'm using this color pretty much on all of the scarf. I'm pressing a little bit harder, but I'm not really pressing hard. Now is where the magic happens with the polychromos, because as we're putting the next layer on, it gets richer, much richer in color. So he found me a desktop computer. I haven't had a desktop in like over a decade. It's a game changer. I can edit so fast, and I have 2 monitors. It was a great freaking deal. Like, it's used. I'm not usually a fan of getting used stuff because I don't know where it's coming from. I'm very glad I got it. It doesn't fit on my desk. The second monitor is on like another IKEA stand, but it's going to be great. in my new office. I can't wait. And I did get the CPU like adjuster that goes with the up and down desk to make my life easy. I flippin' can't wait. Let's see. Jeanette says, I broke a lens when we went on our one and only cruise. They said you use it too much. Assholes. What are you supposed to do if you're not using it, is what I say. I'm really glad I went with this color combination, even though it is so muted. It's going to need like a lot more pigment. I am excited to do this showdown with the Ohuhu and the Polychromos. I know Polychromos is going to win. I'm going to make this side here a little bit darker since this scarf is in front of it. Even just, and this darker here, even just doing that, the scarf is really like, I'm looking at it in the camera. It's kind of like I'm stepping away. I can get a better look at it. And I want to get this back edge. And I'm totally getting it on the snowman, and I'm here for it. And get back over there. Oh, yeah. While we're at it, let's put another layer on the little candy cane. Hanna is so creative. It's a struggle for me sometimes to try to think up ideas for things. Like for the coloring book that I'm doing, it doesn't look anything like this, but I didn't start coloring knowing that people do this. Why didn't anybody ever buy me a book is what I would like to know. I'm going to go in at the top of its head. Oh, yeah. I get so flipping excited. I really like this like weird shape, like hat. Put a little bit here. It is going to need a lot more color, I feel like. Let me get back and look. It's so important to like stand back and really look at your work. So it's definitely coming along. We have so much more to do with the snow. So let's see. I'm actually going to go in, and I did get a Prismacolor white. I reserved the right to do that. Come on, camera. I also do this because then if I'm looking at the footage, I don't have to have the sound on because I'm watching your videos. So I don't want to use the Polychromos white as garbage. So I'm going to start doing little circles at where I think it's going to be the brightest on the Snowman. This is where like dream focusing. Okay, I switched to this just in case. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so little circles. The other thing is I could get my pastels and I could use the white pastel on this snowman if I want. Here I'm just really thinking about softening things. And building where I want the lightest part to be. I want the lightest part of this snowman to be its face, so we can really accentuate and draw attention to this area right here. Awesome, Jess. Jess has finished the title page. You're awesome. Head it off now. Thanks for coming and stopping by, and I'm going to have it up soon. I don't know when it's finishing, but I'm going to finish it, dagnabbit. And I'm going to use little circles over here too. Oh, wow. I really hope this is showing up on camera to how, if you don't have Prismacolor, okay, and I'm sorry if they break and they're shit, right? Just get the white. You can get the white open stock on Amazon. The white is the color of Prismacolors I use the most. Wow. That's looking, I'm going to pat myself on the back again. That's definitely the vibe I want. And look at the difference between these two and this one. Can you see the difference? I'm looking really intently at my footage to see if I can see it. I feel like I can. And look at, I mean, you guys are not wrong to say when you use Prismacolor, it eats the pencils. Look at how much I'm using. This thing was sharp when I started. That's why I would rather use this for like the highlights than to use it for the whole picture. Oh yeah. Sometimes I do use the white from Polychromos. It's just not that good. Like it's not, I'm better off with a colorless blender. I feel like. I just love hanging out with you guys. Like it's super fun. I am planning to do a live where we go through and set up my planner. I don't know if you guys are interested in that or not, but I really want your help. So it's look at that. It's kind of selfish maybe. Like I want your help setting it up because I'm not good at this. I'm not good at planning. Wow. It's like magic coming over the top with this. It's such an easy way to make it look like snow. Like it's super easy. Yes. Put a little bit here. I like, see, look at that piece right there. I love how that looks. I'm going to come in with darker and ground that snow that's chunks. Prisma white is the best. Derwent Chinese white. I've not gotten that. Okay, I'm going shopping. Cha-ching. That's what I say. That's what I say. I've got tofu right now being pressed. I love tofu. I know a lot of people don't, but I love it. I'm going to use my air fryer and whip up a concoction. Okay. Oh, girl, you need it. Oh, okay. I got to remember this. Derwent Chinese white. I need it. You told me I need it. I'm going to go in with black 199. And black can be scary. Don't be afraid. Very, very lightly. I'm not going everywhere. I want to just ground this snow. Like these are mounds of snow. A little bit. It's like the way that I used to do water. Goodness, water, painting water is flippin' awesome. I'm going to put a little bit of this right here. Not everywhere. This is just that black color. While I have the black color, well, I'm going to put a little bit here. I also want to go put just a little bit, oh yeah, towards the outer edges to really help this look round. I want to put a little bit. Oh yeah. And I don't want to just draw a line. I don't want to draw a straight line. If you guys are not looking at your stuff through a lens, it's such a great way to see like what looks good and what doesn't. Like I'm blowing myself away right now. I'm glad you guys don't hate me or think I'm just an asshole because I'm just me. I totally color outside the lines. It's fine. Do down here a little bit. And right there. And right there. I'm really liking that. I'm going to use this same black color. And I'm going to just put a little bit right on the underneath side of the wings. Tail. Underneath side, because it's going to be in shadow. It's going to be in shadow from the branch. Yana says, why isn't it showing? With my dirty fingers. I love your channel and you. You're a breath of fresh air. Well, thank God. You are a doll. You guys are awesome. I think you guys are the bomb.com. Jeanette says she agrees. I seriously love hanging out with you guys. Like, I don't even know how all this came about. I didn't plan this. I started my YouTube channel 4 years ago and never uploaded anything because I was so busy with my nurse practitioner stuff. Then I ended up getting really sick with all these diseases and autoimmune diseases and went back to school again for functional medicine. And I was so busy with that I kind of stepped away from art a lot. And I'm so thankful that I'm back and I'm doing it in the best possible way. I would never in a million freaking years have believed I would color because I didn't know it was a thing. I'm going to go in with that India Red 192. Man, I wish I had a dry red right now. This is just making me think of it. And I'm going to go over the black and extend it out a little bit on both of this. Wow. Look at that. It's easy to do it if we're not bogged down worrying about we got to do some award-winning bullshit. I just want to color. I just want to color. I am getting pretty hungry. I'm like a hungry individual normally. All I had today was my smoothie. But my smoothie's huge. It's like this gigantic concoction. It is so flippin' good. Like, I travel with my blender. I bring my Vitamix everywhere. When we had to get on a plane, I bought a smaller blender and put it in my suitcase. And it wasn't as good because it just doesn't crush stuff the same. Oh, I really like that. Look at that. This is totally like bulging. Yes, I want a color. Can I get a hallelujah? That's what I say. I'm coloring now, but I'm going to color later too. I'm going to color later. I got to put all these videos because they're uploading, but YouTube, it takes forever. 80 gigs. 80 freaking gigs for a video. I guess I could just do shit quality, but I don't want to do that. So it just takes a while. So if you are a member, you get them earlier. But I do have another Studio Master members video that I'm putting. It will be up tonight. And it is a really fun one. It's like it's literally a small win, which I feel like we all need small wins. Yes. Amen. Hallelujah. That's what I say. I don't know if we're talking about the same thing, but I agree. Let's see. Z Evil Cat just popped in. Quick break. Looking great. You're awesome. Thank you. Please come back and let me know what you think later. Lean 3 Crafts. The page is looking stunning, Tara. Thank you so much for stopping by. You are amazing. I am going to finish this without a doubt. The other thing I want to really work on is the one in Johanna Basford's, the polar bear. I am going to film that because I know, oh, Gina, thank you. Gina says it looks great because a lot of people want to see how I'm going to finish it. So I am going to film it. I'm not sure. I might do that on a Sunday Vibes video. Even though if you just got in here now, a lot of people have unsubscribed from me because of that video. What the hell did I do in the video to be so offensive? I thought it was a good video, but some people like, peace. Oh, I used my middle finger. Is that allowed? I meant best, but my finger got stuck. Or did it? Or was this like a subliminal, I don't know, deep down inside? That's what I want to say. That's what I'm going to go with. I am crazy. It's whatever. Whatever. I'm really, really liking the dimension of this scarf. I did go to town last night with my Tombos. Why do I love those damn Tombos so much? I don't know, but I'm using them on those Christmas postcards. And it's just they just work faster. Like the zigs are great, but they're super juicy and the color doesn't match at all. Neither do the Tombos, but maybe I'm just more used to them. So now I'm back to really liking the Tombos. This scarf is the vibe I'm looking for. This is what I'm going for. Looking in the camera part, it looks like here it needs to be a little bit darker to show that it's like recessed. I like it like that. Like I did it at an angle. It's almost like I'd be better coloring if in the dark. That's why I color in the dark. Now I'm going to go up on the hat and put some more color. Oops, I totally colored right over that. That's fine. I'm not scared. Oh, yeah. If you feel like you can't get any more color down, fix the page. It definitely helps. Or come over the top with a different medium. We could always come over with more pastels. We can come over with acrylics. One of these days, I am going to use oil paints in my coloring books. I'm going to use gesso and then put it down. I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. I'm really liking that. Oh, yeah. This edge here has to be a lot smoother. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my Prismacolor, the 938, the black. Not black. This is white. And just use this to help blend everything together. I'm okay with it like making it more muted because this is going to be the part that has more light on it anyway. And I'm still going to make it darker later, so I'm okay with that. I do want to go in with my eraser and do this part. Oh, yeah. And I want to do this also. The red I just put on there. Don't be afraid. Oh, wow. I'm going to use this. Let's get the candy cane part, the white part. Look at that. Let's see. Yana says, oh, I can't wait to see you do oil paints in a coloring book. It's coming. It's coming. Stay tuned. Oh boy, I'm really loving how this is coming out. I'm trying to figure out how am I going to finish this page. I think it's going to need a little bit more in the background. I kind of like the vibe of what's happening in the background with the trees, but the snowman is popping off. I like the snow color. I think it could use more blue. Let's do a little bit more of the light phthalo blue 145. And if anything, like I said, I might grab the pastels. Pastels go down so quickly too. I do want to soften this edge where this black is, and I'm going to use the blue to do that. Oh yeah, I like that. A little bit here. A little bit there. Yeah, I'm definitely finding it doesn't want to go down because there's so much color on this page. I've seen that happen from me just using straight pastels too. Like that fox that I did. I sprayed that fox like 6 times with fixative with this stuff. I used it 6 times. I'm like, can paper take that much? It took it. It took it like a champ. Yeah, I needed that softer. This right here. I'm going to put a little bit of this blue color on this button. A really great trick for unifying a picture is to make sure you don't have isolated color. Like, in other words, you want to have the color spread out all throughout your picture. I'm going to put a little bit in the buttons, a little bit in the eye, the owl in Johanna's Christmas on the eyebrow. I have so much blue in its eye. Wait until you see that video. I think I am going to, it's done. I think I am going to put it up. Even though the picture's not done, it's just a part 1. I like that. See what I did right there? With this right here, you know what I need to do? I need to extend this out just a little bit. Yeah. I'm laying my pencil sideways here. Very, very light pressure. I'm doing sideways, so it looks more like ground, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to come in with that Prismacolor 938, the white. That popped it out with the eraser. It totally did. It totally popped it out. It totally popped it out. Yes, thank you. I'm thinking it's looking awesome. We got to believe in ourselves, don't we? Wipe that off. There's red on this thing. Okay. Now I'm going to come over. Watch this magic. I got to move this chair out of my way before I drop some. I'm literally, I got to show you guys because you're not going to believe it. I'm standing here, right? This is my leg to the tripod. I'm straddling it. I got to be, it's like I'm riding a bike over here trying to color. What the hell's going on? I just had to show you guys that. And just so you could see how hyped up I get. Can you see what's happening here? I love art. I love it. This right here. Okay, I got to zoom you in. This right here. The difference between this and this. Where did it go? This and this. It's subtle. It's a lot more noticeable in person. I am definitely going to need more fixative. I'm seeing a harsh line right here. So now I'm going to do circles standing more from the top. I'm not going to let this paper control me. I'm controlling it. I want to put some of this white right here. Really define this. So this pops off the page. Actually, we're going to pop it out with this. Now, what I'm doing here is almost like stippling with this. Let me show you. I'm stippling with that because then when I come over the top with this white and I do circles, this is what snow looks like. It has these little pockets in it that almost look like beads. Can you see that? It just makes it look so much more realistic. Share in colors. I'm so sad. I believe something is happening with my connection. The video is coming in very bad. Oh no. Pixelated. Is it really? Oh no. What am I doing wrong here, friends? I'm hoping it like gets better somehow. Why is it so pixelated? I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, I will say I'm changing my internet and my new office is going to be hardwired in to my stuff, like straight to my computer. Because since I do telehealth, it comes and goes. I'm sorry, friends. Since I do telehealth, I have to have strong bandwidth so I could see my patients, and I'm coloring, so I need strong bandwidth for this. So it is going to get better. Please bear with me in the transitional phase and don't desert me. Please bear with me. Okay. I'm going to use this. Look at how much of this I'm using. It's like down to a nub. And just going over this. I'm going to have to sharpen this sucker. Like, this is a huge difference with this snow. Look at this. Can you see how realistic this is looking right here? It says, it isn't happening to anyone. So far, you're one of the lucky ones. Okay, I am sorry, friends. I don't know why. Damn it. I really want to give you the best quality, and I'm purposefully not filming in 4K right now because I'm streaming. And if I was trying to film in 4K, it would not probably go well. So just like I did before with the stippling, I'm going to just get some of this. I know I'm doing it really fast. I really appreciate that. I do really appreciate that. I want to make sure I'm delivering really high quality content. Like, it really means a lot to me that you guys can see what I'm doing and that you get value. I consider you my friends, but I still want it to not be shit. So I'm thinking about here, where is the light going to hit? And I want it to look like this. Not like waves, but like little crevices here and there. I love this flipping eraser. It is so much fun. I want to put a little bit here, a little bit more here. This one. Yes. This far back one, I'm just going to do just a little bit right there. Okay. Now comes the magic. I did sharpen. And sideways. Just to soften it. Actually, let me bring it up here. Can you guys see what I've done with that snow? It might seem like something very subtle, but it is a game changer. A game changer. And the thing of it is I use that eraser so much, and I haven't hurt any of the paper in the books yet. And like, why am I doing so much work putting the color on if I'm going to just go and take it off? It's because it's creating texture and depth inside the work. Then when I fix the page, now I'm going to come straight down. I want to get rid of those lines. Just like that. Right there. Oh, yeah. Oops. Sorry about that. I told you I might bang into it. Sideways. Man, I'm going to use a lot of this white on this, and now I'm good with it. Oh, yeah. We could bring like some yellow, golden colors into this because that is a lot of times what you see in the snow, but I am going for this. I'm going for this other vibe. Let me stick this paper back here. I'm going for a different vibe. I'm going for a very cool experience. Like cool as in cold. I'm really liking that. I'm probably going to come over the top with pastels or something after I fix the page, just to add a little bit more oomph. Nina says, looks awesome. I'm going to try it tonight. I love that. Joanne says, I go to sleep in the Netherlands. It's much later. Bye-bye, everyone. You're awesome. Thank you so much for stopping by. All things have a process. Thank you for your vulnerability to share. I really appreciate that, friends. Don't mind. That's my chair making that noise, not me. I really appreciate that. My purpose is not to be fake. I can only be me. And I would rather share my insecurities when things don't go right and what I'm going to do about it. Am I going to tear the page out of the book like I did with that one from World of Flowers? I don't think I'm going to do that again, but it is possible that I might. I don't think I am, because I would rather show something that's considered a fail, because what am I going to do about it? I'm going to keep working on it, or I'm going to put it away until I feel like working on it. Or I'm going to just say, you know what, that just didn't work out. I'm going to try again. But what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to give up because I have this inside and it needs to come out. I got to get this shit out. I'm very hungry. You guys have hung in with me for almost 3 hours. You guys are flipping awesome. I am going to go eat. I love you guys. What do you guys think? What do you think so far of our snowman? I'll do this so you can see full-on snowman. We've laid in the background. It's probably not done, but it is the vibe I'm going for. Got the little birds. I love the buttons. That scarf is really starting to take shape. I love the candy cane, and I'm really glad I made it green over there, but I think it's the snow. This snow, and especially this. And the reason I love it so much is because of this flipping eraser. When I take a photo of this and I post it, you guys are going to be blown away. I hear myself talk sometimes. I'm like, God, she sounds like a total asshole, except I don't mean it in some shitty way. What I mean is you have it inside of you. We all have greatness inside of us. Lori, thank you. Tara, for the snowman. Awesome. You guys are awesome. And Yana, I'm going to go make some tofu. You guys are awesome. Next Tuesday, same time, I'm going to put another poll up. And I'm going to finish filming this on camera, I think, because I want to get this done. I don't think I'm going to wait unless you guys really want me to. So I'll put it on the poll, but I think I'm going to just do it. I'll film it. You guys are awesome. Thanks for spending time with me, and I'll see you soon. Okay? Bye, friends.